Meantime, nearly 300 employees will be losing their jobs in Blair County. The Appvion Paper Mill in Roaring Spring announced it's closing its doors this spring. Amanda Lee has more on what the community is doing to help. Amanda.
Matt, the community is rushing to aid the 300 families of workers who will lose their jobs after this decision. Many tell me the workers of this community staple are too important to let slip through the cracks.
Anyone who lives in Blair County or surrounding counties knows or have heard of the Roaring Spring Paper Mill. You know that place that smells like a fart when you drive by and everyone in the car starts looking at each other in disgust? Yeah, that place. In all seriousness, this is more of a tragic story instead of a funny one. The plant has been in operation since 1866 and has been a huge contributor of business and in jobs in Pennsylvania. When I heard it was going to be closed this month, I started looking into the situation to try and understand why. I'm sure these are reasons that I can't just find over the internet, but they say it's because of competition. But while I was doing my research, I did stumble upon a disturbing story involving a chemical spill that was also kind of a cover-up at first, but we will get into that later. The main tragedy is that the workers were given a 60-day notice that their jobs were about to be no more. Some of these workers have been there for generations. Today I want to capture the mill and its history, good and bad. So I guess let's start with the history as usual. The mill was founded by Daniel M. Baer and his partners John Elby and John Morrison in 1866. The mill operated as D.M. Baer Paper Company until 1946, when it was purchased by the Combined Locks Paper Company of Combined Locks, Wisconsin, later to become Combined Paper Mills in 1969. Combined Paper Mills was acquired by the National Cash Register Company in 1971. It was merged with Appleton Coated Paper Company to form Appleton Papers. Over the next 20 years, Appleton Papers operated under several domestic and foreign owners until November of 2001, when employees purchased the company. Appleton Papers changed the name to Appvion Incorporated in May of 2013. Appleton, Wisconsin-based Appvion had filed for bankruptcy in October of 2017. In June of 2018, Appvion completed the sale of substantially of all the company's assets to a group of lenders led by Franklin Advisors Incorporated. The total consideration was about $365 million, plus the assumption of substantial liabilities, including many of the company's contractual obligations. The transaction was to significantly reduce Appvion's debt, provide additional liquidity, and better position the company to compete long-term on the enveloping specialty paper market. It also allowed the company to further invest the innovation that had made it a market leader, according to a company press release. In October of 2019, Appvion and the United Steelworkers Local 10-00422 reached an agreement to restructure the company's integrated pulp and paper mill in Roaring Spring. The new agreement provided a framework for a more efficient and cost-effective operating structure while maintaining the current operating volumes at the facility. The restructuring agreement called for a permanent reduction in the workforce at Spring Mill over the next several months. As part of this agreement, there was to be a severance package offering for up to 50 employees based on seniority. Prior to the closing of the transaction, the company reached an agreement with the United Steelworkers Union on new collective bargaining agreements for Appvion manufacturing facilities in Roaring Spring, Appleton, Wisconsin, and West Carrollton, Ohio. The new 3-year agreements, which were ratified at the end of May 2018, covered about 830 Appvion employees.
We're learning new details about what caused a fish kill in the Frankstown branch of the Juniata River last month. The state DEP says Appvion and Roaring Spring admitted to spilling 3,700 gallons of toxic chemical into the Frankstown branch of the river. And according to the company, chlorostain got into their wastewater facility and was flushed into the river. The spill happened on August 20th, which led to the fish kill on the 27th. The chemical is also toxic to people, and Appvion failed to immediately report the spill. And now has until October 2nd to submit a written report of the violations.
The State Department of Environmental Protection has filed 2 notices of violation against Appvion in connection with a chemical spill at its paper mill in Roaring Spring that led to a fish kill in the Frankstown branch of the Juniata River in August. About 3,700 gallons of a security document dye called chlorostain overflowed from a holding tank and went through the plant's industrial waste treatment facility on August 19th, according to a DEP inspection report provided by the department spokesman, John Rapetz. DEP issued the notices for failure to notify the department of the spill immediately and because of the dissolved oxygen levels that violated permit standards in effluent in the 2 days after the spill, according to the inspection report. In a September 17th letter to the plant's environmental manager, the department stated that it doesn't waive any enforcement action available for the violations. A person fishing in the river downstream from the outfall, which is near Puttstown 5 miles below the mill, first reported the kill on August 26th, according to the inspection report. The inspector then found about 40 dead fish, mostly suckers, catfish, and carp, in and along the river for about 4.5 miles downstream, but none upstream from the outfall, according to the inspection report. Plant Environmental Manager Rob Stasek told the inspector he didn't report the spill when it happened because there were no high levels of ammonia within the plant's treatment facility afterward, like he would have expected based upon a chlorostain spill 4 years ago. But the outfall wasn't checked after the spill, according to the inspection report. The outfall is usually checked every afternoon, the inspection report stated. Nor was the area on the river downstream from the outfall checked in the days following the spill, according to the inspection report.
Nearly 300 employees will be losing their jobs in Blair County.
And this after the Appvion Paper Mill in Roaring Spring announced that it's going to be closing its doors this spring. Our Tiffany Rizzo has been following the story for us the entire day, and she joins us live now. So Tiffany, how will this affect the community?
Matt and Maggie, the closure won't only affect those employees, but businesses within the community as well. We're told the decision to shut their doors is the result of being in a competitive market, combined with the restrictions during the pandemic. The company saying they couldn't see their way forward with those restrictions in place. Elected officials in the community we spoke with say they are disappointed they weren't given an opportunity to try and figure out a way to save this business. State Representative Jim Gregory adds, the closure's impact expands beyond Roaring Spring. and is a loss for every business in Blair County.
We've got to believe that there is something that can be done to save the tax base, the businesses. You know, you think about healthcare, the hospital. Every other business out there is directly impacted by losing 300 jobs, and we have to figure out how we're gonna manage this.
Our priority right now is with the workers, ensuring that we can keep as many of those very highly skilled manufacturers within our labor force. We have already activated the rapid response team. They're very great partners with us in situations like this.
Officials say the company is looking to stop operations as soon as late March. The ABCD Corporation says they will be working to market the building to create more jobs. In Roaring Spring, Tiffany Rizzo, WTHA News.
Hello? Alright, so I showed up a bit late for some of this process, but I'm not too late. That's not that much. There's a whole paper mill here, and there's a lot more above and beyond, so I'm gonna get what I can here. Let's poke into some of these rooms. See what dark one, folks. Might have to go back and get my spotlight. All right, back to where we were. Now there's a whole lot of exploring to do in this place, man. I don't think I'm gonna nearly have enough time to get all of it, but we're gonna do our damnedest to get as much as we can. There's a locker room area. There's a lot of scary noises. You know, this place is in the process of being torn down. So and it's looking like up ahead here, we're starting to get into the area that's torn down. It's going to be dangerous, so you can see in there, so we'll just stay out here. Could easily get lost in this place. Guys, there are just thousands of rooms to explore in this place, so it's a huge maze. I have no idea where I'm at. A lot of it is underwater like this, so I won't be going in there today. Up here, got some asbestos going on. We won't go in there. Guys, I can't even believe I have access to this place. This is insane. I've been trying to film this place for years. Machinery. I gotta be careful not to get lost, because I could easily get lost in here. Let's check out what's up here. This place is huge. I know I keep saying that. It's huge! But it is. And there's no way in hell I will ever explore all of it. But we're gonna... Crazy loud bangs going on out there. Alright, let's get out of this one. Just some like offices and locker rooms. People worked here for a very long time. Someone had their last cup of coffee here. So this will be the last look inside this place. It is currently being torn down, as you can see, and it will no longer exist at all. I had hopes that it would turn into something else, but I was informed today that it will not. It is going to be gone. So thank you for watching, and until the next one.
Check it out, man. I mean, this merch is like really sick. Check me out, bro.